Hey guys, what's up? Back again with another review. I'm Rob With, your host today, and I'll be bringing another review for you. And we're going to be visiting the house of Christian Dior. A little controversial right now with this house. I've been hearing a lot of complaints, and people have so many high expectations for Dior. Why is there a house that makes fragrances and they make cosmetics? They don't specialize in fragrances 100%. It is Dior. They are great in fragrances, and there are times that they can do much better. And I'm gonna bring one of those fragrances right now that I know a lot of people. There's a lot of hate and there's a lot of love for this fragrance, and you already know what I'm talking about. And I can sit here for 2 minutes before I start my review, and I'm sure a lot of you people out there already know what I'm going to pull up in this camera, and this is it from the Dior. It's no, I'm kidding. That's the one I'm drinking today. This is Charles & Charles Cabernet Sauvignon with Shiraz from Washington State. This is a really nice blend. Try it. It's not bad. I love drinking wine, especially after work. I might have, a few ounces, maybe 4 or 5 ounces. On the weekends I might have a little more. But anyway, cheers. So, Dior Sauvage. This was released in 2015, and this is one of those what we call a mass market release, or what I call a mass market release from the Dior house, and I think it's a great release. As much hate as there is, we can't always assume that just because something is mass market, it smells similar to something else that it's not worthy of owning. This is a great fragrance, and this fragrance can stand aside to a lot of the stuff that I have in there in my arsenal and other areas, and it stands on its own. And to me, this is a great fragrance, and it's beautiful. We're gonna get to the presentation now, and there you go. This is the bottle, and by the way, this is a 3.4 ounce. You can see the Dior Sauvage. It's imprinted in white. It kind of it goes from a dark blue to like a lighter blue, kind of skyish at the end, and clear. At the bottom, we have the CH. There is a batch code there. It seems like it's engraved or something. Is it engraved? It looks like it's engraved. And this is badge 5T01. This is the 2015, so pretty right around the time that it came out. And it's a magnetic cap, very familiar to what a lot of people are comparing it to, which is Chanel Blue. And I'm going to get to that in a second. Yes, it is magnetic. It only goes on. I have to watch out for that too. I don't know if I haven't bought any fakes, but when you put it on, it only magnetizes one way. So you see the CH lines up with the Sauvage. It doesn't go on backwards. So, and another tip I want to give you guys: when you take the cap off, it's tight. You can ruin the sprayer, because I kind of pulled on it a little bit. So what I do, I just give it a turn and take it off. Give it a turn, and it comes off a little easier. You're not putting any pressure. You can do that with most fragrances that have the magnetic cap. Dior Sauvage 2015 cap presentation. You see the sprayer, great sprayer. This cap is plastic in the inside. It's also the CH in the front. Sprayer is great. I'm going to spray my hands as I show you the sprayer as well. Pretty nice sprayer. It's like a mist. Man, it smells great. I don't care what anybody says. This is nice. Yes, it is generic, but it is nice. And so we're gonna get to the notes now. Oh yeah, forgot to mention. 3.4 ounce. And nice batch collection I have. And I also have a backup 6.8 ounce. So, matter of fact, I was one of the first people to call the Dior website, and I was trying to find this in the website. They did not have this in their website when everybody else had it. eBay, other websites, and the 6.8, and that's when I got it. I got this for about $120 when, about $120 when it was introduced online. I don't remember the seller, but he had a few of them. And I called the Dior website and say, hey, guys, I see do you guys sell 6.8? Because I don't see it on your website. As soon as I made the complaint of why is it not posted on your website, and why is it not being presented, and as soon as I did that, in 2 days they had it up on sale, and they had the 6.8. So whatever, just giving them a heads up. It was a little weird. And they said, I told them about Ross and all the other stores that had it. So let's go into the notes of Dior Sauvage. So Dior Sauvage, like I said, was released in 2015. François Demachy was the creator of this fragrance. The fragrance is announced as radically fresh, raw, noble at the same time. The composition is reportedly prevalent in carefully selected natural ingredients. Okay. Fresh tops, Calabria, bergamot, encounter ambroxan, obtained from precious ambergris in its woody trail. Okay. Sure. Natural ingredients. So, to me, no, not natural. Maybe there is something natural in it, but definitely when you first spray it, the first blast you get is this really nice, refreshing bergamot. It's really nice. It's very refreshing. It's this uplifting, and it gives you this boost, like kind of like the same boost you get, like the boost you get when you spray something. In that vein, like Aventus, it gives you, at least to me, it gives me that boost of confidence when I spray, and I know it's coming out, it's projecting, and I'm getting my money's worth when I do just a few sprays. I go about 3 sprays with this, and this does play that game in the nose. It does the olfactory fatigue. It's really good at that. And when you spray this on, like I said, I usually just go 1 on the chest, 2 on each side of my pulse, and sometimes I do my head because that really helps a lot. I feel like it helps a lot in the longevity and in the sillage and the trail leaves. And it is cold here, so when I'm in the summer, I might go a little different. I might do the same process, maybe a little. I might go more in the chest and the hair, and I get the inside of my arms here. So, yeah, and the sillage is beautiful. When I first bought it, actually, when I first tested it, I tested this in a big retail store, Macy's, and I smelled it. And I said, "Wow, this thing is weak. What the hell is this? It's garbage." And I said, "Forget that." So I didn't care for it. So then I said, I'm gonna get a sample. I'm gonna take it home. I got the sample. I sprayed it on paper. The next day, I was like, "Whoa, this thing smells great. Oh my God, it's fucking amazing. Shit, man." And then I was like, forget it. I'm gonna buy it. I head down to the Macy's store and I got the 3.4, and that's it. I was hooked, and I love it till this day. I love it. I think it's a great fragrance. Comparison wise, no comparison to Bleu Chanel. And that goes to show you. I have Bleu Chanel right here. And actually, you guys have seen my review. I didn't do a comparison, but I have both, and no comparison. This is bergamot based, and Dior Sauvage is bergamot based, and ambroxan for sure. And Chanel Blue is grapefruit. So and it's the grapefruit and the incense is pretty dominant, so I don't see any comparison. To me, this smells much better. That one's probably a little more, I don't know. Actually, no, they're both pretty versatile. Season-wise, when would I recommend for you to wear this? I would say anytime. This is any season. Probably better for the springtime. In somewhere in the any temperature below between below 80 degrees, nothing higher than that. You don't want to be in a really high weather. It's just going to be too much. It's going to be a little too potent. So you will get noticed. This leaves a nice trail. The projection is a good. It's to me is enormous because I have sprayed it, and I always ask my wife, how does it smell when I get something? Do you smell it? Do you like it? What do you think about it? And she tells me, it smells great. And as a matter of fact, one of the few times I worn it when I got it was, and another thing, this is one of those fragrances one of the few fragrances that I've gotten unsolicited compliments. I don't get that many. I'm not going to exaggerate and say I get a lot of compliments because I don't look for them, but I do receive compliments on fragrances at times, and I think it has not much to do with the fragrance itself, but how you present yourself. How you introduce yourself. If you're a very welcoming type of a person, your personality, the way you're dressed. So, and the fragrance does help. Definitely, 100%. That's one of the ways that a lot of people, when they have some type, I think, when they have some attraction to you, they come up to you and they say, their first interaction with you, especially ladies, is your fragrance. To me, personality, and when they smell you nice, oh, you smell nice, stuff like that. Got that. So yeah. So one day I only had it for about a month or so, and I've only wore it, a handful of times, and I went to my cable company to do some service call, and I was probably I'm right now about 5 feet away from my phone, and probably as soon as I walked in, this lady is behind closed glass, the customer service rep at Comcast, and the first thing she said when I was walking by, she was smiling, and I was well dressed, I say, and first thing she said was, "Wow, that smells really nice," and I said, "Thank you." She didn't ask me what I was wearing, but she said, "Yeah, it smells really nice." And how may I help you? She was very friendly. So yeah, I think this is very inviting and definitely a day scent. I always mention that because I want to always try to put out what is safe to wear on a date, and this is one of them. Very safe to wear on a date. Versatile. You can wear it to work. You want to go light in the sprays to work. Maybe about one spray to the chest, maybe one to the hair. That's it. That's me. And this is a projection monster. This will come out. This gives you olfactory fatigue. People are going to smell you. You're going to smell yourself when you get close. And when you smell something from a good distance, I say about 4 inches. This is my theory. I go about 4 inches from the skin. If I can smell it like that, I know it's projecting. That's the way. When I don't smell it, when I have to get real close to it, then I know it's not doing too well. But projection, 5 hours, easy. Longevity, I don't know. But I know it goes on all day. And on clothes, it goes on for a while. And highly recommended, Dior Sauvage. No comparison to Bleu de Chanel or anything else. This is its own fragrance. This is worthy. And this is a compliment getter. This is great. Like I said, I have my kids. I have friends of mine. I've gotten friends of mine to get it. Because I've recommended Aventus is one of my favorites, but I recommended this as well because I feel like it's almost in that vein, and it's to me is amazing. I don't care if it's popular. I go around. I don't smell it on people. I smelled it on friends of mine that I know, and I'm in a big city. I'm in the state of Massachusetts, and this is a very busy city, and I haven't smelled it on a lot of people. One other coworker of mine have had it I just met him, and I was like, "What are you wearing?" He's like, "I wore that Sauvage," and I said, "Wow, man, you sprayed a lot." No, he said he was using the aftershave. So I was, wow, the aftershave. Now I want to get the aftershave because it's pretty potent. It's like blasting. He was coming from far away. I can feel the trail. He said, no, I just stabbed my face. I said, yeah, Dior Sauvage. Highly recommend it. Prices, you can probably find this in eBay in the range of between $60 and $70. I wouldn't go anywhere else but eBay. Batch-wise, I'm going to mention that. Batch, 2015, 2016, exactly the same. No difference. Projection, longevity, smell, exactly the same. Lemon, lemony, bergamot, ambroxan, few minutes, about an hour or so after that, it's all ambroxan and wonderful, beautiful, lovely fragrance. Get it, you won't regret it. This is it. That's all I have to say about Sauvage, and I'm not getting rid of it. I don't care what anybody says. This is not a regret for me. I love it. And guys, thanks for tuning in. Have a good night. And if you are having a glass or having coffee, whatever you guys are doing, cheers to you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back with more.